I thought you were dead, Davy said. He was in the work yard where his father had fixed Adam's bike. Some greeting, after Adam had come to see him. I thought you were dead, he said again. No such luck. Adam turned the navy cap around on his head. He thought Davy might say something about it. He thought Davy would ask him what had happened to him. But Davy didn't say anything about anything. I thought you were dead, he said a third time. It wasn't funny the first time, and it didn't get any funnier. But Davy was smiling, and the smile kept growing. So what happened? Adam asked. Is Martin okay? What do you mean, okay? He almost died. He's still in the hospital. Oh, I didn't know. Did they get that stick out okay? Stick? Stick? It was right in his heart. But what do you care? He's nothing, right? He's just a gook. Yeah, yeah, we're all gooks, right? Adam slapped the navy cap against his leg. What's going on with you? Davy shrugged and stood there, snapping off twigs and dropping them on the ground. Adam tried again. How about you? You look like you came through okay. Davy snorted. Oh, yeah, I'm great. He spun around, then made a couple of fancy jiu-jitsu moves, finishing up with a kick that ended right under Adam's chin. Hell! Adam jumped back. What's with you, Davy? Davy kicked over a pile of twigs he'd made, and then he kicked the wheel of the wagon. Is it something I did? But he knew. "I- If it's about when we were in the boat, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't thinking straight. Sure, you're sorry. Like my father says, unfortunate situation. Forget it. Adam threw his cap down. You want to hit me? Go on, slug me. Give me your best shot. Get it out. Davy looked at him. "Psst, the easy way. Listen, Davy. Adam picked up his cap. Anybody can make a mistake, unless you're perfect like you, he added. No laugh, no nothing. Davy just gave him the grimlet eye look. Yeah, he said. My mistake is being Japanese. Oh, come on, Adam said. It's not the way. Not for you, it isn't. What do you know? Davy pushed into Adam's face. Do people do people say things when you walk down the street? Do they spit at you? Do they call you filthy yellow Jap? That stinks, Adam said. No kidding. Davy grabbed Adam's arm and held it next to his. Look at you and look at me. Am I yellow? Are you white? Clouds are white. Lemons are yellow. Why are you Haoli so stupid? I didn't attack Pearl Harbor. I never said you did. And Davy gave him a sarcastic smile. Yeah, that wasn't you trying to throw me out of the boat. I told you, I'm sorry. You want me to say it again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shut up, Davy said abruptly and walked away. Then he came back. They took my father away. Your father? Adam thought of the mild man who had fixed his bike and wouldn't take his money from him. Who took him away? Why? Government men. Early in the morning. A bunch of big FBI hiolis. Davy's face suddenly filled. Told my father he had 5 minutes and then he was gone. They didn't give him time to get his toothbrush. It must be a mistake, Adam said. Your father never did anything. Why would they do that? He's Japanese, that's why. He lived in this country 20 years and they wouldn't let him be a citizen. So he's Japanese. And because he went back to Japan a couple times to see my uncles, they say he's a spy. Or he might be. They have him behind barbed wire on Sand Island. Davy, that's wrong. I don't believe in that stuff. I'm not mad at you, Davy said at last. Not really. Not anymore. You know who I'm mad at? Japan, for starting this war. The Empire of Japan. I hate them for that. Adam nodded. I'm sorry about your father. Now is not the time to tell Davy about his own father. Now was the time to tell Davy about his own father, but he didn't. He couldn't. He was suddenly feeling so sorry for himself even to talk about it. Because even though Davy's father wasn't home yet, at least they knew he was alive, and they knew where he was. On the way to the hospital to see Martin, they went through Davy's neighborhood. It took Davy a while to figure out why the narrow, crowded streets seemed different from the last time he'd been there. The streets were just as crowded with the same Japanese faces, but it was quieter now. There had been so much noise and color before. Now the banners and signs and Japanese things were all gone. No portraits of the emperor, no ceremonial samurai swords in the store windows. Even the women were different. They all wore dresses, Western style. No more kimonos and sandals. It was as if no one wanted to look Japanese anymore. In his room, Martin was sitting up in bed, the prince on his throne. His mother was there, serving him. His father sat in the window eating sunflower seeds and spitting the shells into his hand. Martin didn't look sick. He looked happy. Davy! Adam! Ma, you know Davy. This other guy is my whole Haoli friend, Adam. Never saw anyone row like him. Hug him, Ma. Davy, too, Ma. His mother gave each of them a big squeeze and kiss on the cheek. My boys' friends. Good boys. Martin pulled the hospital gown open to show where he had been stitched up. This close to my heart. He held two fingers close together. That close. His mother put her hands over her ears. I don't want to hear. Martin wanted to compare wounds with Adam. Show my parents where you got shot. I wasn't really shot. It only grazed me. What do you mean? You got it the same as me. A bullet hit you, Martin insisted. Right, Davy? He wouldn't stop until Adam had pulled up his shirt and everyone looked at his back. See that, Ma? Bullets can't hurt this Haoli. Just bounced off. Pig God watching over him. Adam and Martin get the Purple Heart. Martin went on. Davy? Nothing. You know why he wasn't shot? They looked down. Martin craned his neck as if he were a pilot. It made an airplane sound. Ooh, Davy Morey. Can't shoot my cousin. Shut up, Martin, Davy said. Don't even joke about it. But the next minute, he was sitting next to Martin on the bed. Martin's father wanted to take the picture. You sit on the other side, Adam, Martin said. Okay, Pa. Pretty face, Martin said. Smile, boys.